Greg Shoemaker, TriStateFootball.com and QueenCityHigh.com here at Bellevue Stadium, where Beechwood has just beaten Bellevue big time. They got the 60 points tonight for the third straight game, and I'm here with Noel Rash and Cameron Vocke. Great game tonight by both of you. And Coach, you know, I know it's 62 points for or 60 plus points for the third week in a row, but it's more than your offense. Talk about your whole team performance to propel those kind of scoring numbers.
Well, as I'm going to keep saying, we got a lot of talented kids, and we have, and I'm very blessed to have the kind of kids that we have and the kind of work ethic that they have. But you know, you got to come out and perform. We worked on some simple things and some simple focus this week, and it paid off. You get the ball in 42's hands, and good things happen. And I look pretty smart when he's carrying the ball.
Well, you absolutely do. And Cameron, you had a 52-yard, a 72-yard, and 92 punt return, rushing touchdown, receiving touchdown. For you, what is it about you when you get in the open? You seem to square up pretty well. What is it? What do you see when you get out there in open spaces?
Well, I just see the end zone and not run for it.
But Cameron, when we look at your team, you got a junior or a quarterback that has never been a starter until this year. You've been a starter for a couple years, and it's a big senior class. Talk about how some of these guys have really stepped up and helped out your senior season.
Everyone's stepped up since sophomore year. You know, we've all been starting for 3 years now, and except for Davis, and Davis has stepped up really well and proved himself as a quarterback. And the juniors are stepping up really well, like Max Newsbaum.
Coach, when you get to a game like this, your special teams at Class 1A, you have a special weapon in Joey Nussbaum, the kicker. Even if he wasn't kicking the ball into the end zone tonight, he was kicking it up in the air, and you were still getting Bellevue to stop within the 20-yard line. Talk about him and how valuable he is as a weapon.
Well, it's really simple. You know, their offense gets a couple of first downs, and after a couple of first downs, they still got 60 yards to go. So that's a huge weapon. And there's all kinds of stats out there that show you the team's got to go 80 plus. The amount of touchdowns they score versus going 40 or 50 yards. If their drives have to be 80 yards plus every night, you're going to have great things. You can play a little bit of bend and not break. You don't have to sell out as much. It makes calling the defense a little easier, and it gives offenses less confidence. So there's a whole, psyche behind it too that plays to your advantage. Besides the fact of letting me call things a certain way and do things a certain way. There's a couple kickers up here this year. They are absolute weapons, and it really goes unnoticed, and I appreciate you guys noticing.
Cameron, when you look at your season, you got 2 more games in district, then you go play Newcath. As you guys move forward, yeah, you guys are playing a lot of seniors, but you're getting a lot of younger kids. You talked about it a little bit earlier, but as you look forward, how do you keep your focus in district play and then against Newcath before you go into the playoffs?
Well, you gotta keep focused. You gotta think getting better, and just keep practicing, working hard, and what Coach Rash preached every day, get better.
We gotta get better. There's plenty of things he's got to work on. Believe me, just like I do.
There you go. Head coach Noel Rash and Cameron Vocke of the Beechwood Tigers, who go to 6-1, 7-1 tonight.
6-1.
6-1 tonight as they beat Bellevue in a big-time first district or Class 1A District 4 game. I'm Greg Shoemaker for TriStateFootball.com and QueenCityHigh.com.